What is going on? Oh. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Herrera here. I hope that you are all doing well. Let's shout about Philip some more. So this year, 2023, he released an EP called Complex. I didn't sit down and listen to the whole thing. I think I've heard 2 songs from this previously, and I want to watch these Superior sessions live with you. He performed every single song, and they're all English subbed. I mean, this is my lucky day. This may be broken up into more than one video, depending on how YouTube decides to treat me today. So please have a look at the description below to see what I'm doing with this, in case the whole thing is not here. But I'm really looking forward to getting going with this. And the first song on this album is called Rockstar. So am I ready? Am I not ready? I don't really know what to expect from this. I'm hoping for lots of R&B. I know there will be hip hop. I'm really hoping for a ballad on this album, but I don't think that there is one. I have no other ideas, feelings from this. But yeah, it's named Complex. Oh, and I did look up one other thing. He wrote all of these songs, composed them all, produced them all. Very interesting. Shall we begin?
Yeah. Hey.
Whoa. He had this hair this year? Oh wait, there's an audience. Whoa. Please, when is he gonna collab with Post Malone? He's definitely so different when he's Philip and when he's not Ken. Totally different. Wait, is that song actually that short? Okay, I can see the official music video is 2:24, so yeah, this was just a snippet from that song. Quite the teaser to that song, isn't it? I am loving this hair. I'm loving how he is sounding live. The best way to listen to him. I'm not even interested in music videos. Although I think with him, you can really play up with the concepts because he's such a chameleon. He's such a looker. He can pull off any sort of styling and look and dance that it is quite nice to have that music video moment so you can dress up and frill up the song. But actually, when he's on stage, you don't really need it. I'm so jealous that people got to see this. So was this him kind of performing the album for the very first time? Is this what this is? Now I'm thinking, does this EP tell a story from track to track? Does it have a beginning, middle, and end? Definitely got that dark hip hop vibe to it. Where does this go? Let's continue.
Hey, yeah. Hey.
This is really weird, but all of a sudden I watch wrestling, and all of a sudden I just felt like I'm watching WWE and a wrestler's just made their entrance onto the stage. This is so wild. It sounds like an entrance theme. It could be for a boxer, come on, it doesn't have to be for wrestling. But it really gives that feel of power, and he's not really started vocalizing yet. Whoa. Superiority. Mm. Oh. So true. I love Sonic. Was that a John Cena reference? You're joking. That was a John Cena reference. I can't figure out what genre this is. This is like rap rock. I mean, I didn't need to, is that even a real genre? Does that exist? Because that's exactly where I should be. Please, somebody needs to recommend me some rap rock songs because that's where I belong. This is definitely giving me. I'm going to go back to wrestling again, please. Wrestling, Attitude Era in the 1990s, which was the heyday. And I can just imagine Triple H walking into this song and spitting water all over the audience. This is great. And actually, in the beginning, the first couple of lines, for a second, I thought this was stuff that had been said to him. However, no, this is him bad talking. This is him talking big. Whoa. He literally can do anything.
Watch me. I am a rockstar. Hey, what you talking about a rockstar? Mama told me I am gonna be a rockstar. Straight dead serious, a rockstar. No, serious, cause I'ma be a top star. Hey, what you talking about a rockstar? Mama told me I am gonna be a rockstar. Straight dead serious, a rockstar. Call me serious, cause I'ma be a top star.
I am just loving where he sees himself in this music industry. If Pablo sees SB19 really clearly and then delivers based on that vision and continues to drive them forward, then this man, if he continues down this path, like, world domination, please. That's all I want for him. Because this is amazing. Do you know what this gave me a feel of all of a sudden? Have you heard Post Malone's Hollywood's Bleeding? I love that song so much. And actually, if you were to just listen to maybe the most popular Post Malone songs, you would think that he was a rapper and that he was auto-tuned within an inch of his life. But if you delve a little bit more into him, you would come to realize actually he's a great singer. He sings a lot of country stuff. He plays instruments, and he's a real great vocalist. And in a very similar feel, if you were to just judge Philip on this, you would think he was just a rapper with a deep voice and a bit of an attitude. And it's so important to go away and watch him in SB19, hear him sing, because his singing is glorious. This is why I am begging there needs to be a ballad on this, like a rap ballad. I don't know, again, is that a genre? I guess you could just make up whatever you want, right? But there needs to be something on this that shows that side of him, because it's like two sides of one coin. Really sharp differences between himself. But maybe the FELIP that he wants to show us through this EP is not the kind to sing ballads. This is blowing my mind. I'm going to rank these songs for you at the end, and I'm going to ask you to rank yours as well. Get ready. Oh, this is about to be another filthy song. Ooh. Oh, I need to look up these lyrics. It kind of transports you in a completely different world. Like, he's just such a different kind of artist. And this song is unexpected, especially like smack bang in the middle of this album. Suddenly we're bringing up the tempo. I mean, the feels, it definitely still fits with the rest of the songs. He's going, I can tell all the songs are going to be in this direction. But definitely I'm loving this sort of up tempo. And actually this is just him embellishing a beat. It's a really different approach to a song. There needs to be like a killer dance routine to this. Dude. Okay, so these are not full songs. These are like little teasers for each of the songs. I love this so much because it's so different to his personality. This is not the same guy that does that goofy laugh, that capital letter laugh. This is a completely different beast. And yes, I just want to back him with my whole energy. Everybody needs to hear this EP. I am loving this. Whoa. Again, wildly different from the previous track and the one before that as well. I've thought about this with him. He is religious, isn't he? And that conflict between being religious and then being on stage and having to deal with temptation and sometimes having to do things that go against maybe your faith, your belief, your ethics. I wonder how he feels about that. He is quite the complex character. And being an introvert, not always being so forthcoming with what is on your mind, what is weighing heavy on your heart, I do wonder how he deals with this. Now I'm starting to understand this album a little bit more. The lyrics in these songs. the title complex. It's not just two sides to one coin, isn't it? Because he's not just Ken, and he's definitely not just Philip. There is somebody else that we don't know, the real him, which is probably a mix of the other two, and more. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure a lot of this is in the mind frame of creating and playing up to a story. Wow. Wow. The lyrics and delivery of that, oof, that is enough to give you chills. I swear it's 1 in a million years that you get a voice like this. Oh, finally. There is just no solving this puzzle, and I actually don't even want to. I just love how he oozes this mystery. I think there's no need to figure it out. The more mind-boggling he is, the more that you struggle to understand him, the more exciting it is, and the more you just want to keep going. This is a crazy good album. This kid is so young. He's like, what, 26, 27? And he is already on this level. He's already inward looking like that. This is one hell of an EP. It's heavy though, because I think if you were to just spend concentrated amounts of time listening to this, you would start to feel how heavy it is and you'd start to feel somewhat drained. On the surface, you think it's trendy, and easy to listen to because of the beat, but it's a lot deeper than that. Wow. What is going on? Ooh. I was not ready for a song like this. For some reason, I thought this was the final song of the EP. Note, but there's one more to go after this. I'm trying to make sense of those lyrics a little bit. So the opening, can we just go back to the opening just for a little bit? He was talking about kleptomania. Kleptomania is, it's not hoarding, is it? The need to steal, but it's not the same as being a thief. I'm gonna have to look it up afterwards. How many voices does he have? He is a one-man group with all of these voices he's pulling out. He was in a zone when he was writing all of these. The fact that he's singing this live, I'm not even listening to the official tracks in my first listen, and I'm still blown away. I'm kind of like looking to see whether he's singing it live. How many voices does this man produce? I do not understand. Voice actor, please. When? He's just so... It's quite frightening actually how capable he is of pulling anything out of the bag. I was not expecting for a song like this to be on the album. I'd already made up my mind that Superiority was going to be my most favourite song on this album. Now I'm going to have to rethink things because this song is killer. I'm loving lyrically where this is going to. Don't even talk about delivery because Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Do you know what this album is telling me? That I've said this to you before, that somewhere along the line I came across ballads. Not being a ballad lover, I came across ballads and I was like, oh, I really love them. And I've been a ballad lover now for a little bit. And I forgot that actually there was a time where this music was my jam. And he's taken me back to a previous me. It's really deep. I am going to have this album on repeat. Wow. That's kind of like that drunken sound. Some wonderful examples of how you can deliver the same lines again and again and make them incredibly different. Voice actor when these abilities. I mean, the amount of musical theatre talent that I have seen within SP19 alone is crazy. How did they do it? Those paths, those 5 paths, were meant to be crossed. It was fate. It really was. Like, you were telling me this was going to be good, but did I believe it? I believed it. But hearing it, I just can't believe it. This doesn't have a music video, does it? Now, I know I'm saying I'm delving into OPM and P-pop, but how am I supposed to do that when 5 members from the same freaking group are doing this to me? Like, how am I ever supposed to move away from this, move outside of this, focus on anybody else? I do not understand. This needs to have a music video. This is my favourite song on this album. This is killer. The amount of voices he pulled out the bag, the delivery. This is gold, absolute gold. And the fact that this guy is still so young. I am not ready. I am not ready to finish this album, and I am not ready for what the next 5 to 10 years hold for this man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found my person.
Look at his drip, look at his face, dauntless.
I found my person.
Look at his pants, look at his lights, nodded. Look at
This
his
is a good feeling.
The Marie's not okay, ayy. Banging his mouth, nigga loaded, dirty.
Oh. Even jealous got jealous of me. Such clever lyrics. Don't you dare.
Just keep walking like you want it. STRAYDOGS in it for the low flow, man. I'm going cold. Gone shit. You can praise me, but I'm never gonna tell them
It is so nice to hear him talking big. I mean, I've heard it from other members of SB19, but to hear him doing it, it's really satisfying because he's got that weight of that glorious voice. I mean, he is literally bad-mouthing everyone from the pits of hell, and it is so good. It's satisfying. I feel full. I found my person. This is exactly where I was meant to be. I feel like everything clicked into place. And this is exactly where I was meant to be at this precise time. This is just so good.
just keep walking like you want it up. STRAYDOGS in it for the low flow, man. I'm going cold.
And look at how he's not overdoing it. It's all in his eyes. That attitude, it's all in his eyes. You seriously would not want to mess with a man with a voice like this.
You can praise me, but I'm never gonna tell them I'm that damn man. Yeah, just keep walking like you want it up. STRAYDOGS in there for that low flow, man. I'm going calm. Gone shit. You can praise me, but I'm never gonna tell them I'm that. Straight off, flippin' nippin' straight off. Straight off, flippin' nippin' straight off. If it's straight off, flippin' nippin' straight off. If it's straight off, flippin' nippin' straight off.
And then suddenly him unveiling his absolute beautiful, pure baby side of him. It's just so cute. Oh my God. flip that switch. Now, I feel really, really protective over him. I felt protective anyway, but now I feel like people are really jealous. And I can see exactly why you would want to suppress this, right? Because if this is not destined for world domination, then there is something really wrong with the world. And I will live the rest of my life bearing a grudge. Because he is world class. He is a talent that should not be hidden, should not be held behind. Because a lot of this was in English. Not that that really matters, because you should not be held back because of a language, something as little as a language in this day and age. But he has everything going for him. Everything. Like, he composed this entire album back to front, inside out, upside down. He owned it, he lived it, he breathed it, and I loved it. Now I'm really itching to rank this album for you. My most favourite song on this album is Criminal. That was a shocker of a song right there. Does it top Paleo? No. But it's next on the line. After that, I really, really love Stray Dogs. I thought it was going to be Superiority, but it's Stray Dogs. Third is Superiority. Four? Maybe DRINKSMOKE. Third, Mic Test. And then finally, Rockstar. That's my ranking. What is your ranking, please? I love doing stuff like this. You probably hate me for it, but please drop me a comment below and rank these songs for me. This was an experience that I was not ready for, but I so definitely needed. I suddenly feel awakened. He's like reminded me who I really was. Makes you feel powerful, stuff like this. And it is so good to hear him talk some smack. I think for people like him, he maybe needs a few haters, a few harmless, mouthy haters here and there, because they help him to be confident like this. There are so many times where I've seen this man's eyes down and his shoulders slumped and him hiding. And I wish he wouldn't. But I respect that a part of that is his humbleness, his upbringing, his beginnings, his personality. But I've got to love that a shy, introverted guy like that comes up with an EP like Complex. He really is complex as a human being, as a character. I'm going to throw away that last piece of the puzzle because I never want it to be complete. This was stunning, stunning, stunning. Thank you so much for sharing this with me, for listening to it with me. And I am sorry that I am late to this party, but just because I was late does not mean that I am not vocal and that I am not loyal. Any chance I get, I'm going to be backing this man, telling everyone about him. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I hope that you had fun, and until I see you next time, take care. Stay safe. Bye.